Welcome in, everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden 20 on EA Sports. On tap is what should be a pretty good matchup between the Washington Redskins and the Indianapolis Colts. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime. But kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Washington Redskins and the Indianapolis Colts. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden, and Charles, we take a look at the Colts entering play. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Redskins, we're in October now, so everybody should be coming into form, shouldn't they?
They really should, and what you have now is a full routine established about what you want to get done and full focus on the season.
Two 1-2 teams, each hoping to get back to 500, and we're underway in Week 4. This is fielded at the goal line. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their quarterback, a product of NC State. It's Jacoby Brissett.
His game last week reminded me of the old song, Accentuate the Positive, because that's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air, receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win. If you're a running back that likes to catch passes, they're happy as well. Big-time game.
To throw is Brissett into the hands of his running back, Marlon Mack. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Brissett now. And he's got the hook up to Moore. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. And we look now at the offense for Indianapolis.
And the schedule makers have given them a little break right here. Back-to-back home games, and they won last week. So they're trying to make it 2 in a row before they hit the road next week. They have to take advantage of this break in the schedule.
Play fake, Brissett. And he gets it to Funchess, complete. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. They run the draw play with Mack. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. A look at the numbers for Mack from last week. 22 carries, 98 yards, 2 shy of 100.
And we all know he had a big workload last week, so I'm eager to see if they decide to back him off a little bit. Personally, I hand it to him 20-plus times again. When a running back's locked in like he is, I want him to keep touching the football.
On play action, Brissett to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Time for a look at our starters here on defense. And they find themselves just outside the top 10 in the league against the pass, currently bringing up the number 11 spot.
So I'm prepping for this game. I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And?
Too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And those add up into big mistakes. Big mistakes add up into points against you.
On 2nd down now. It's Mack, and he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Marlon Mack his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And they do exactly what they wanted to. Opening drive, they get into the end zone. They do it on the ground.
And not only is the person lugging the ball happy, of course, because he got it into the end zone. How about the offensive linemen and receivers who are blocking for him? They have to feel great about themselves, sticking it in the end zone on a running play.
A drive that time of 6 plays. And the end result was a Marlon Mack touchdown run. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. So out comes the Redskins offense now onto the field. They are led out by the 15th overall selection in 2019, former Ohio State Buckeye Dwayne Haskins.
Coming off of a loss their last time out, I think he's just seeking to make a bigger impact on the game. He threw a touchdown pass, didn't throw an interception. I think he just wants to jump those numbers up in terms of flinging it around and letting his receivers get into the end zone.
Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
And here a look at the offensive starters for the Redskins.
Let's focus our attention on the offensive line and Brandon Sheriff, the first-round pick in 2015. In fact, the first lineman taken at number 5 overall, an offensive tackle in college, transitioned very well to guard in the NFL. Solid, reliable, 2 traits you love in an offensive lineman. How about tough, physical, and nasty? He's an Iowa offensive lineman. Those guys play well in the NFL.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game, because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So that one will be accepted.
Still 2nd down.
So after the penalty, now they need just a yard on 2nd down.
Push him back. Push him back.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Mack. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Brissett sets to throw it. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Tremaine Johnson could not be contained on the corner blitz. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. It's caught by Funchess. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, here's Brissett. He completes this one to Mack. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A well-executed 22-yard gain. A 1st down throw for Brissett. He's got Jack Doyle. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Brissett.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
Sanders' kick is good. And that will make it 10-0 here in the first. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. And it may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. 10 yards there, good for a Redskin first down. Throwing now, Haskins on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Time for a look at our starters here on defense. They've been very good against the pass so far this year. Number 4 in the NFL right now.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Haskins, the free safety Malik Hooker there in coverage. The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Third down, here's Haskins. Jordan Reed has it. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A great pickup there, 35 yards, and obviously the first down to go along with it. Well, Charles, looked like that had to be a mix-up there defensively.
You always question that type of confusion. They actually lost him in the middle of the field, gave him all sorts of room to run, and he took big-time advantage of it. That's an error you just can't make on the defensive side of the ball.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A very solid gain of 27. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Haskins going to throw again. Haskins hit, and he lost the football. And the Colts pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand, but put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10. Back near his goal line, Brissett taken in by the tight end Doyle. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A gain of 6 there on 1st. To throw again on 2nd down. Brissett. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7.
They can't stop us. They cannot Hold us down.
Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete. They had points on their first 2 possessions, a touchdown and a field goal, but this time, defense stands strong.
Would you say that things maybe are trending now in the right direction for them?
Better than drives 1 and 2.
There's no doubt about it. Now maybe they can exhale a little bit.
Now a hit and a loose football. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
Arm roll, baby. Arm roll.
The previous play is under review.
Multiple turnovers on the play.
That's us.
Eventually
That's
recovered
us.
by the defense.
Check 37.
Result
Check
of the play,
37.
first down and 10. The ball carried by number 28.
We played to win.
Tremaine
Let's
Edmonds on
go.
tackle. It's a gain of 10. And the
Here I
Redskins
come. Here I
first
come.
down. The first down pass intended for Nelson Aguilar.
Hey, 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 hey. 4 down, 4 down, 4
Brings
down.
up second and 10. The ball carried by number 22. And getting it on tackle.
You don't want that.
A gain of 8 yards. And it's third down. The third down pass to the sideline and incomplete. Dustin Hopkins on for the field goal. A 52-yard attempt. The kick is
Let's go.
Colts 10. Redskins nothing.
Double tight, double tight.
Number 25, Marlon Mack,
Good
the
job.
ball carrier. Taken down at the 43-yard
Too easy,
line.
too easy.
A gain of a yard. Brings up second and 9 at the 43-yard line. Marlon Mack, the ball carrier.
Attaboy, baby.
Brought down back at the 38-yard line.
Mike, 60 out long. Mike. Hey, watch the leg. Oh, no chance.
Rigoberto Sanchez on to punt for the Colts. The Redskins take
Let's
over
go.
first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Tight end right, tight end right. Even. 4 down.
Draw play to the running back. The tackle made at the
24 is
24.
the mic. Watch the curl. Watch the curl.
That's the end of the first quarter with the score Colts 10, Redskins nothing. The second down pass.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Antonio Callaway. A gain of 33 yards on the play. First down, Washington.
baby. They turn up. Get that ball.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That sack by Tremaine Edmonds.
That's how we do it, baby.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
9 yards on the pickup that time, so he got more than half of it back, but it's still a 3rd and 8. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Previous play is under review.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Let's go. Let's do this.
The head coach relied on his eagle eye in the sky to make the right call and was told to challenge it, and it looks like it's paid off.
And from a coach's standpoint, when you throw that flag, it's probably a pretty tense moment. Here it pays off.
Yeah, you have that little bit of indecision. You throw it where you feel like you're right, and then you think, uh-oh, did I get it right? In this case, they can celebrate.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 17 yards that time and a Washington first.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
And he's got it. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year as they are now on the board here in the first half.
I know the play ends up in the end zone with one person carrying the ball, but how about that big mass of humanity that guided him to that spot?
Yeah, they got there, but I love the dive. Always a fan of the dive. Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now.
Makes the score Colts 10, Redskins 7.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Brissett from the gun on 3rd. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. A well-hit ball there. 50 yards on the punt, 3 on the return. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. Nelson Aguilar and company getting set to go again on offense now. Looking down at the stats here, realizing he has no catches. They've targeted him twice, but no catches. So how do they get him more involved, Charles?
You make sure he touches it on routes that he likes to run. Maybe even run a reverse or some type of a jet sweep so he gets his hands on the ball and get him active and involved in the game. You just try and find ways to get him going, and it doesn't have to be something that's big downfield.
Maybe kind of like in basketball, just a shooter seeing the ball go through. You get him a rep, get him more comfortable.
I agree with that totally. Maybe set that solid screen and give him an easy look.
Well, to this point, no catches. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. A couple of 1st downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Now Haskins to throw it. Jordan Reed was the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. 2nd and 10. Here's Haskins again. It's caught by Aguilar. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll run it now out of the gun. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps them pick up the 1st. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Defense.
So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spend too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. Here's the correct call.
Throwing on 2nd down, Haskins. And this one complete to Reed. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on,
one?
what does that mean, break out? That just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
On second down, it's Mack, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Brissett. And that is incomplete.
Brissett's pass to the sideline and incomplete. Sets up.
By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual
I know.
for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. And here come the Redskins now. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. From the 22, Haskins completes it to Aguilar. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. The Redskins have the first down on a pickup of 18.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give the Redskins 13 there and a first down. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards.
Partner, it's often the man coverage is easier for a quarterback to run against. You get your receivers going downfield. Those guys are staying with them, and oftentimes they have their back to the quarterback, which opens up a lot of space and room, and they don't even know that he's taken off with it. What a big-time pickup on that play.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. On 2nd and 10, Haskins, his throw incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down, and that will be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Hopkins' kick is good, and they will take the lead at 13-10. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
A 2nd down throw for Brissett. And he whips that one incomplete there. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. 51 yards on the punt there. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Nelson Aguilar and company getting set to go again on offense now. There's a lot of talk in training camp about him getting off to a hot start this year, saying that they needed that. Well, he's done it through the first month.
It kind of reminds me of one of those great musical groups where one person has their name out front, then they have the backups, right? He's the guy out front because the backups, they're doing what they're supposed to be doing, but we're going to the headliner each and every time. And that's not easily done because, you know, all the defenses are kicking towards him right now. That means he's fighting his way through traffic, finding ways to get open, even when he's not supposed to be.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. And he's got this one complete to Callaway. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Here's Tressway now, as he'll punt it away for the second time.
Illegal block in the back. Return team.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Hey, 50's the mic. 50.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Deron Payne, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
Keep playing hard, fellas.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit. But first, let's take a look around the NFL here on this first Sunday of October. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. In our game, it was Dwayne Haskins with a strong first half. His guys lead, though by only a field goal. Still anybody's game, as we send it back to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. So here are the Redskins now to take over. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. Haskins and the Redskins come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. The drive starts with a completion left side. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. And he finds the tight end, Reed. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax a little bit because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that first down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now a handoff looking right. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Now we've got whistles here before the snap. Was this on the Redskins? I think so. They went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to bring up 4th. A false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. Here's Haskins to throw.
Come on, baby. Let's go. Mike 50. All day, every day.
He was taken down by
56. Mike's 56.
4 yards. 2nd and 6. At the 24-yard line. Brissett's pass. Intended for Jack Doyle.
Watch left, watch left, watch left. He's stopped right there.
3rd down and 6 yards to go.
We played to win. Let's go. Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Watch the curl, watch the curl, watch the curl.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Double time.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 2. And the Colts, 1st down.
Mike, 56, right there, 56.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Jacoby Brissett, sack.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
Out of the gun, here's a give to Mack. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Down on the field, we've got an injured Colt after that last play. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Here's Brissett. And he's got his man Hilton. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins 33. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 down at the 33. Out of the gun, Brissett. It's caught by Funchess. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Running game working, they'll stick with it on 1st down. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. A give to the brother of J.J. This is Derek Watt. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal. They'll try to throw now. Brissett. That ball caught by Funchess. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Devin Funchess, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Colts are going to jump back in front. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle 3rd of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Sanders on for the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And it culminates in an Indianapolis touchdown. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
From the 31, Haskins. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Here's Haskins out of the gun. He'll go over the middle to Reed, complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 44-yard line.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
Haskins now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. An opening there on that first down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2. And to give this time to the tailback. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. It's a first down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11.
Check. Rush in.
Right back to him on first down. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break.
Keep it up, guys.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now we've got whistles here before the snap. Was this on the Redskins? I think so. So that'll back them up 5. Now after the false start, here's 2nd and 7. Now a handoff here to his running back. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. 3rd down. Here's Haskins. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. And Hopkins' kick is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. He's got 9 points on field goals now. He's made 3 of them. That gets him a bit closer, but there's no question they need to start turning some of these 3s into 6s.
And for him, it's not his concern, right? He just goes out there when they call on him and goes ahead and puts points up on the board. But the offense has got to get together and figure out what's stalling their drives, so they have to keep calling on him.
Funchess has it complete. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. We have played 3 quarters. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On 2nd down now. It's Chandler, and he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. The Colts on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 9. And the catch made by Hilton. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A nice pickup of 23 on the third down conversion. Brissett now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Now a first down throw complete downfield. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. The fullback Watt with a run. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. The tackle by Matthew Ioannidis. From the 25 on second down, Brissett. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Off the edge, the sack by Matt Ioannidis. The Colts on third down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. He's going to fire one deep open. And this is caught inside the 5. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. Chandler. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. To throw is Brissett. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Now the Redskins offense, they get set to go back to work here. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done. One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
False start, offense.
The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
Looking to throw, Haskins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
For a rookie first-rounder, he's made a huge impact on this defense, but that tells me that they had a plan for him when they drafted him. Just turn him loose, do what you do best, go get the quarterback.
Aguilar has it. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Throwing now, Haskins on first down. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Haskins. This complete left side to Aguilar. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Redskin first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Haskins on first down. Open man is Ross, complete. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Haskins will throw. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
And here he'll get it down to the 7.
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. They'll look to make it 3 for 3 on 3rd down conversions. They need a yard here. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Redskin touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Redskins have once again taken the lead. Second effort there. He was determined to find pay dirt, and he did.
I think that's a great example of what coaches talk about, a back that runs behind his pads, and he uses pads to get him into the end zone.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit.
Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. Matthew Ioannidis able to record his 5th sack of the season.
56 is the mic. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
It's 3rd and long for Brissett. And he's going to go down again. Matt Ioannidis in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez. He's been terrific so far. Take it at the 37. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. And remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. And an alley to run. And down inside the 15 he goes. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively.
That QB's trash. Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Brissett. And the catch made by Hopkins. Give the Colts 13 yards and a 1st down. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Brissett sets to throw it. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Now the Colts moving quickly here in the hurry-up offense. It's complete to Hopkins. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. To throw, Brissett. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Safety creep.
Now Brissett on 4th down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Tremaine Johnson. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Double tight. 4 down.
And they'll indeed take a knee. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. So a victory here for the Washington Redskins. And it took a big 4th quarter to do it, but bottom line, they got the job done.
Yeah, it is the bottom line, isn't it? A few anxious moments along the way, though. A few sweaty palms, not just for the team, but for their fans. As you mentioned, down going into the 4th quarter. How about the rally? How about the comeback? Getting it done on both sides of the ball, holding them when they needed to, and finding ways to get points when they had the football.
So for the Redskins, it'll be a .500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they'll have another road date next week with the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for the Colts, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Philly to face off